Next giant going to be saying I can do the dev adjusting in iPhone's media. It's time for the origin.
And finally, we have the 4 surviving host bodies used by a race of alien energy beings known as the Appalachians, who attempted to conquer the Earth. Of course, the attack also brought together Earth's mightiest heroes to form the Justice League. This way to the viewing gallery.
With there being a big threat that brings the superheroes together from the Justice League to fight against this big threat. With it being all of their biggest intergalactic threats and some of the original villains that originally brought the Justice League together. It also explaining why every superhero is a part of the Justice League because it being at the original threat when there are so many at once. And you can find this out through a flashback of the Justice League celebrating it at a party. There would be the Appalachians, the original threat that brought the Justice League together, with them doing a war with each other and whoever wins gets to take over the world. But part of the invasion would be them working together with other aliens because Earth has so many superheroes, it being the biggest intergalactic.
The Appalachians were an alien race of energy beings that attacked Earth 12 years ago. They inhabited elemental host bodies, including one made of crystal that could absorb and redirect a sonic attack.
Oh. So, what were they doing inside the hall?
The original 7 members of the League drove the energy beings off-world. The empty husks the aliens left behind became the League's first trophies. Ugly's device must have reactivated the husks, combined them somehow into a creature he could control.
It sounds sad.
Don't go sentimental on me, Adair. It's a construct of wood, stone, etc. This gizmo pulled together the residual psychic energy of its former alien hosts, but that monster doesn't feel anything. You freed the beasts! Now no one's controlling the monster!
Legs don't work!
Not as an attack, but maybe as
Frequency adjusted. Proceed.
communicating! Communicating its pain! It was alive. And now it's gone. Who attacked? Who killed it?
Someone ugly. I'm telling you, they're long gone.
They're alive, breathing, steady heartbeats, but non-responsive.
It's turning towers into giant tuning forks? Great.
If he sets off enough of these tuning forks, he could create a vibrational wave strong enough to decimate the city.
I've calculated that 3 of these tuning forks vibrating sympathetically will destroy the eastern seaboard.
Why should I be there when my mind is powerful enough to reach out and do the work for me? While you 3 have been battling dreams, I draw closer to my goal. The Green Lantern who will be my greatest, my ultimate weapon.
I thought you were the only lanterns left.
You are a most impressive human. But don't you realize there's no way you and your motley crew can defeat me? Gardner is a loose cannon, ruled by his ego. The dog is an idiot, and Sinestro
is the one man I can completely depend on.
Would you care to hear the full story behind Sinestro's imprisonment? I learned your comrade not only attacked the Okaran warlords after they'd surrendered, he callously destroyed every living being on those ships. After which he created a puppet government, loyal only to him, on the very world he was sworn to protect. Sinestro and I both seek to impose order on a chaotic, meaningless universe. He will be a wonderful soldier in my cause. As will you.
How? They tell me it's all about will. And believe me, will's one thing I've got plenty of.
I am Despero, and I will peel your mind apart!
Get out of my head! Thanks, Moko. You were all in the ring?
And sent to you for safekeeping. Had a hunch you'd have the willpower to get us out of this mess.
Pretty fast for a big guy. But if you want to beat the outsiders, you gotta be lightning fast. That was almost too easy.
Are you gonna make us clean it up?
No. You're going to keep doing it. Until you get it right.
Initiate training sequence. Alpha Bar, take 24.
I am Elrond, Major Domo to the Great Master, and you are my prisoners.
This is Plastic Man's April Fool's joke, isn't it? Okay, Plaz, you got us.
No, I have you. Though not for myself, of course. Rather, I hold you here at the behest of my master, who seeks to prove himself against Earth's greatest warriors.
Why do they always make me do this? Okay, then let's try getting help.
Miss Sam, brain blast him or something!
No.
You got stuff. I'll admit it. But I've still got it. Oh, man. I really thought that would work.
Flagrant foulism! My master has no interest in fighting a child. Yes, master. You will require a new opponent. Aha! This one wears the symbolism of Superman, one of Earth's mightiest champions.
McGann, now or never! McGann, what have you done? I can't.
Enough! You want Earth's champion? You found him! I am Earth's guardian, its greatest champion, its secret champion!
He is not listed in the Qualitanean database, Master, but their records may be incomplete.
Miss Martian, take the others and leave. This is my fight alone.
Mel, what are you doing?
Keeping Ugly busy, at least until you and Superboy get a better idea.
As you command, Guardian.
Strength of the Earth and power of all mankind, I summon you! Well, I'm waiting. Give me your best shot.
Did you see how she bowed to him? This Guardian must be Earth's true champion. Finally, Master, a battle worthy of your prowess.
You need to help me remove them. Now!
Master, he has no powers. This so-called champion is merely another distraction. Neutralize him. Then take the other's head.
It's time!
Superboy, I've used McGann's link to possess Mal and turn the alien's power back on himself, but I don't know how long it'll last.
Long enough!
Cheaters! Sneaks! Frauds! You will all suffer for your crime!
Let's try this again.
Shazam! Poor sportism! Poor sportism! Poor sportism!
You live underground and shun the light. Why? Does it burn your pale, putrid skin?
You're looking well for a dead man, Beetle.
Come on, Suit. Do something that goes boom! That works. Hey, maybe I'm getting the hang of this thing. I just saved Batman. I just saved Batman!
Way to go, kid.
Let's see what else I can do. Hey, K-Ro! Time to face the music.
I believe we have found the power within.
Great Scott! It's Kanjaro! Adam Strange.
Energy rod, huh? Let me guess. You used it to hijack the frequency of the Zeta Beam, hoping to use it to teleport that Negaton bomb to Ron.
Indeed. And after the bomb vaporizes all sentient life on the planet, I'll control the Zeta Beam and begin my conquest of every planet in the galaxy. This isn't Ron.
Only missed it by a few star systems to the left. Mind if I give it a try?
Strange.
Sticking its
righteous nose in everyone's business.
You're transporting stolen items that belong in the Watchtower vault. That makes it our business. You can't hide.
How remarkable. You animals really are almost intelligent, aren't you? That's exactly what happened. Mongol. You recognize me. I'm flattered. I suppose Superman told you all about our previous encounter.
You mean how he humiliated you?
A jaundiced account. Clearly the males on this world are the smart ones. You don't understand. He was the only obstacle in my way. The rest of you are already dead.
You won't win.
Of course I will.
Do you have any idea what you did to me?
Oblivion.
Burn!
You should have stayed in whatever happy fantasy the Black Mercy granted you.
Happy! Do you know what I've lost? What I've...
You know, for a moment there, I almost believed you were gonna kill me. How stupid of you to hesitate like that. Not a mistake I'll make, I can assure you.
What's that? I can't hear you over the galloping.
They're going to the containment center!
What?
Go ahead. Base ain't gonna get much worse than it already is. Reckon there's a doodad in your belt that'll bring down a raging bull like him? I reckon there is.
Fry the cell block controls and you'll destroy the time tunnel platform. Hex will never get home.
Go ahead.
There are no other rules. Now, save your anger for the race.
See you at the finish line.
This is a land race, Batman. I should disqualify you permanently.
No other rules, remember?
Ah, Batman, you are diverting. Batman is ruthless. I may actually be on the verge of rooting for him. Better entertain me, Steppenwolf, or I may have found a new champion.
Fire retardant foam arrows. Never leave home without them.
You are fast, Archer, but are you faster than the speed of thought? Too bad. She was quite fetching. Still, what's a death race without a little death?
That was fun. Let's do it again.
Bravo and brava! You ran a magnificent race, ruthless and cunning, all that I could have asked. And you certainly humiliated my champion.
But you promised.
Word to the wise. Never trust someone who has a war moon.
Actually, I didn't.
My war moon!
Go on, Mongol. You know you want to say it. Curses. Foiled again.
And Bats never raced in Monte Carlo?
Well, we did bust the Clock King there. Batman kept the bad guy busy while I destroyed his TikTok terror.
So when Batman confronted you before the race...
He was tipping me off to the plan.
And you were in on it too?
Maybe.
Yoo-hoo, hero boys! Forget someone?
No!
So, who wants to go out for pizza? My treat!
Controls Earth and exploits or expands its metapopulation. Does that not have long-term implications for who rules the galaxy?
We've been tracking something on long-range scanners. It's on a direct course for Earth. It's about to pass in front of Rhea, one of the moons of Saturn.
Not in front of Rhea. Behind it. That thing, whatever it is huge.
Why would he come here? And why now?
It is because the Reach is on Earth that I am here.
Now what?
It is called the War World, massive artificial satellite, slightly smaller than Earth's moon. It is a mobile doomsday weapon, created millennia ago by a now understandably extinct alien race. It is self-powering and self-sustaining, thanks to an endless supply of worker drones providing repair and battle drones providing security. The War World was reactivated by a crystal key, long thought lost, yet somehow the War World's current commander found it. That commander, Mongol, now sits at the War World's helm, which receives and transmits his every thought, allowing him to control all of the War World's functions, trajectory, weapons, and drones, without moving a muscle.
Who is this Mongol?
Long ago, he was the sole dictator of his home planet, but he was ousted by another tyrant and is determined to reclaim his throne.
So what does that have to do with us?
Mongol has determined that the surest way to take back his world is to first conquer the entire galaxy. One can only assume he now views Earth as a threat to that plan. And so he comes, literally enough firepower to destroy your world.
Attention, War World. This is Captain Adam of the Justice League, representing the planet Earth. We wish to open negotiations.
But I am uninterested in negotiation. The Earth under the Reach's thumb is too dangerous for my long-term plans. It must be destroyed. And frankly, if you understood what you were in for with the Reach, you'd thank me for putting you out of your collective misery. No.
Schematics are on the money, at least so far. We're en route to take down Mongol. With no commander, the threat ends.
Beta Squad is en route to the key chamber. We snag the crystal key and the threat ends.
Gamma Squad is en route to disable the War World's power core. No power, and the threat ends.
How odd to be rooting for the champions of Earth. But everything depends on their success.
He
is a big one.
This is your attack force? I'm insulted.
Learn to cope.
Little Kryptonian. So proud of your powers. Did you truly believe yours was the only race to come from a world with a red sun? The novelty of this encounter has officially worn off. Do you really not understand? Your deaths today in the face of the Reach are a mercy. My grand laser emitter would have ended your world in a matter of minutes. Another mercy. But it seems the mercies of Mongol are not appreciated. So we will do this the hard way. And the war world will unleash all its weapons upon the Earth. You're welcome.
Mal! I mean, Guardian! You're a genius!
He's rocked! Take him! Wonder Girl, now!
Mongo! This is all your fault!
Reach.
Just fled. I was looking forward to 18 against 1.
Your lust for needless battle eludes me. Let us end this.
Looks like the question was right all along. I killed you, and then Armageddon. Right on schedule.
No!
I'm not the man who killed President Luthor. Right now, I wish to heaven that I were, but I'm not.
Superman, everyone! Flash is still alive. I'm in telepathic contact with him. His spirit is weak and growing weaker. But he's still here.
Flash! Shaira, it's so beautiful here. There's a force. A speed force. It's calling me home. I have to go now. No, Wally! Take my hand!
You gotta come back to us!
I can never go that fast again. If I do, I don't think I'm coming back.
It's called the Agony Matrix. Direct neural stimulation of pain receptors. All of them. Imagine the worst pain you've ever felt in your life, times 1,000. Now imagine that pain continuing forever. Oh, that's right. You don't have to imagine. Still alive. You impress me, Kryptonian. More. Your valor has touched my heart. Oh yes, there is still some small part of me that knows mercy. I will end your pain. With something special I've been saving for just this occasion. I'm going to carve out your heart and put it on a pike in my throne room.
Then after they defeat the big alien threats, they defeat the Appalachians the same way they did in the original Justice League storyline. I'm the Justice League. We'd see a world without the Justice League and how terrible it would be. It would be like DC's The Nail, but with all the members of the Justice League. Then the Supervillain would bring the Teen Titans, the Justice League, the Justice Society, and the Outsiders together to fight together and determine to see which one is better. Then we'd see an intergalactic court judging humanity for not appreciating its superheroes. Then the Supervillain would tell Amanda Waller and Sam Lane that they're just mad that the superheroes do their job better than them because the superheroes are one of the people, so they wouldn't go against them. And because of the government trying to dictate over metahumans. Then Amanda Waller would be okay with the superheroes, and Sam Lane would shoot himself in the head after it. Then in this world, the superheroes would age in real time and us seeing them having a family over the years. And what would happen in real life if they aged in real time? Batman would get married to Catwoman and have his son Damian, his daughter Helena, and his daughter Anastasia Al Ghul. Superman would get married to Lois Lane and have John Kent, Power Girl, and Laura Kent with her. With you having all their best kids in there for one of them finally having kids in a definitive universe. Power Girl would be good friends with Huntress, and Damian Wayne would be good friends with John Kent. And Wonder Woman would have her daughter Fury, Alita Trevor, and her modern day daughter with Steve Trevor. And her modern day daughter would be a part of the modern day Trinity with Damian Wayne and John Kent. With them being like mentors to her, and with them also being like her brothers to her. Joker and Harley Quinn would be like a son to them. One of them would be her aunt from her fantasy with the Joker, and the other one would be Lucy and Joker's daughter. Lex Luthor's kids would be Alexander Luthor, his future daughter, and his beyond daughter. And you just showing Aquaman and Mira's kids growing up. So Arthur Jr. would become the new Aqualad, and Aquaman's daughter and his beyond daughter would become the new Aquawoman. And we would have the Tornado Twins with Iris, who would become superheroes in the future. My West kids would grow up to be superheroes in the future too. Then taking up the identity of Flash in the future. And Green and Black Canary would have their Injustice son and kids from the alternate timeline. And Hal Jordan and Carol Fires would get married and have kids, and the kids would become Lanterns too, with Hal being the president in the future. Hawkman and Hawkgirl's son would become the new Dr. Fate. And we'd see a supervillain card game of why each superhero city is bad, and why Central City is especially bad because of the superheroes there for the supervillains. Then we'd see Superman go through Superman and up in the sky to save an orphan little girl and to bring her back to Earth, and also to stop an alien invasion. Us doing it, so us seeing how heroic the Justice League is, and so us seeing how good they are, and so we feel more when they die. And to show the relationships with the Teen Titans, and to get the Teen Titans ready to take up the mantles of the Justice League. And to see why everyone cares about the Justice League so much, and why the Justice League are so important in this universe. And so it actually hurting when the Justice League dies in the story. Then we would see Wonder Woman help a kid from the Make-A-Wish Foundation because of Wonder Woman being his favorite superhero, and her and Superman giving Batman a gift that would remind him of Jason Todd's gift to him. Then you combine the most iconic stories together like Infinite Crisis and Final Crisis, with the stuff in Infinite Crisis happening because of Final Crisis, and Darkseid getting revenge on the Justice League for defeating him, which is how some of the Justice Leaguers would die there. With it being a multiversal threat, like in Crisis on Infinite Earths or Justice League Infinity, for it being the biggest thing possible, and to show how good the Justice League stats are with them going out with a bang. So when the Justice League dies, them going to heaven and us seeing their perfect roads there. The Teen Titans would take up the mantles from their mentors, Because Deathstroke was hired by Darkseid to do a huge part of this plan of killing the Justice League. So them taking up these mantles in order to stop Deathstroke. And because it was so bad, Deathstroke would stop being Deathstroke and start a team like the Titans. You'd do the storyline of whatever happened to the Kid Crusader for Batman's funeral in heaven. For him passing on into the spirit world, and so it being a good ending to him. Because of there being more than one version of him dying with us knowing what the real one was. It also shows us one possible way that might happen after you die. Then for Superman being one of the Justice Leaguers that survived, you doing that whatever happened to the Man of Tomorrow storyline, which was the end of the Silver Age in DC Comics. For you doing a definitive ending to Superman and his characters. With you getting it to make more sense with Dr. Destiny doing it instead of Mr. Mix's Pidgelac. And this way you have all the best stats of the Justice League in here.
Pretty routine stuff for you, isn't it?
Sorry. Third night in a row with no sleep.
Maybe you should.
It's probably too late, but you should have someone check the laundry room.
But what happened to everybody? Some kind of poisoning?
An ESP machine. Kind of a dangerous thing to have in a prison, isn't it?
Where else are you gonna find volunteers to...
I'm staying.
What for? You don't know if D did this.
I don't know that he didn't.
Look, whatever he is, he sure isn't in the same league as Grundy and the others. He's a nobody.
Ever read the Odyssey? After Odysseus was caught by the Cyclops, he told it his name was Nobody. So when he poked its eye out and its friends asked who did it, all the Cyclops could say was, nobody.
Point taken.
What do you know about John D?
I'll get his file for you. I might be able to help.
Arrest report, John D. Subject was found guarding smuggled weapons in LexCorp's Harbor warehouse. During a search that was initiated by the Justice League, D was apparently a low-level LexCorp employee. Subject was found guarding smuggled weapons in LexCorp's Harbor warehouse.
Gotta sleep sometime.
Give me a triple. Now.
Adrenaline rush wearing off? Good. The doctor will see you now.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to cancel that appointment.
Coming here was the mistake of your life. See, the closer I am to someone, the stronger I get. I'll be able to go into your brain, even if you're wide awake.
My brain's not a nice place to be.
What's that stupid song going through your mind?
It's what's keeping you out, Johnny.
You know, I could let you go. You're a distraction now, and it's the others I have the real problem with.
We're like insects to them. They step on us, ruin our lives, and they don't even realize it. But you're different. You don't have any special powers.
Oh, I have one, Johnny. I never give up. What do you say, Johnny? Want to go one-on-one?
It'll give you something to brag about. Sweet dreams.
Good morning, sunshine.
Wait a minute. Is this another dream?
I could pinch you.
It's real.
The Justice Leaguers and the Teen Titans worked together after the Justice League's original members died in order to make up for it. Then the Teen Titans would become the new Justice League, and it only being because of them trying to save the Justice League members that are still there. But after Big Threat kills the last of the original Justice League members, the Teen Titans would become the new Justice League. And you would hint at a happy ending with Superman. Then you would follow the storyline of JLA League of One, where a prophecy says that a giant dragon would kill the Justice League, so one of them gets rid of the Justice League, then tries to defeat the dragon on their own, so at least the Justice League would survive and only she would die. She would do that, but then the Teen Titans would convince her that they do need to work together to stop the dragon. And then bring the leftover members of the original Justice League members. Then the last members of the original Justice League would die, but it wouldn't be because of the dragon, it would be because of another big threat. Then at the end of the story, Wonder Woman really would die at the end of the story. But the Teen Titans would defeat the dragon in the end. And with them knowing how big the threat of the dragon was because of it managing to kill Wonder Woman. Some members of the Justice League would still survive, but those ones would die of age. And in a fight with another supervillain. This would be a good death for Wonder Woman. This is already the most iconic storyline where she dies. Then we'd see into Batman's heaven and his perfect world, where Gotham is safe and him being happy with his Bat family. With him being able to rest and re-energize, and him also being with his family like Damian Wayne and Alfred. With Gotham City not being so crime-ridden and it actually being a good city. And some of his villains getting their happy endings too, like Mr. Freeze curing Nora and himself and him having kids with her. Similar to the Joker War version of it, but with it actually being real this time and it not just being a hallucination. And with the actual Gotham being like this in the future too. Then with Superman's Elseworld, it would be just him seeing his son grow up and him actually being able to see his son grow up over the years, him spending time with his son and seeing him growing to a good superhero. And him just being glad that he didn't miss it, and that he managed to spend this time with his son. And with Wonder Woman, us actually seeing more of her having a perfect world there before it going terrible. With there being peace between Man's World and Themyscira. Cheetah and her being friends again and can be an Amazon. Barry Allen's perfect world would just be him spending time with his friends and family, him spending time with his wife and kids, and him just having a family barbecue here with his Flash family. And it being with all points in time, and it being similar to the end of 1 Minute War, and it being the whole Flash family. John Stewart Green Lantern would see a world where him being with the other Green Lanterns, some other people are Green Lanterns, him being with his sister who's alive and him spending time with his mommy who is also still alive. And Aquaman would be spending time with his wife Mera and his Aqua family, with his kids and his partners. With him actually seeing his kids grow up and him seeing them get their happy endings in the end. There being peace between the Surface World and Atlantis not giving him such a hard time about being king. And Black Manta being his friends because his son is his partner. While Green Arrow and Black Canary would just be in heaven doing love to each other. enjoy being in love with each other there with their family and their Arrow family, and then being glad that their partners managed to have a good life there. On the island he was stranded years ago, Marston Manhunter would be enjoying life on Mars with it being alive again with his family there at Armageddon. With there being life on Mars again, and with there being peace between Mars and Earth. With him even being a Green Lantern on his home planet, and still being a superhero on Earth. Zatanna would be the most powerful sorceress and a godlike being with incredibly powerful magic and awesome powers. And with her finally having her barber back, seeing him again, and reuniting him with over the years, and her finally being able to see his face again. You can also use this to do a better job of the Titans being the main superhero team, with you making the Tamaranian villain more original than Blackfire, and with the supervillains acknowledging that the Teen Titans are better than the Justice League, with them doing some of the same family things from the last 800 issues. You do this with the superheroes who have superhero mentors in the Teen Titans, like Robin and Speedy would take up the mantles of their mentors. And for the superheroes who don't have mentors in the Teen Titans, they would still be superheroes and the same superheroes just in the Teen Titans version of the Justice League. With you making it definitive that them working in Jump City as superheroes, and the Jump City being somewhere in San Francisco, and with you also doing some things like Nightwing finally ending up together with Starfire and Raven finally ending up with Beast Boy. Fans have been wanting this for years, so it would be good us finally seeing it here. You're also doing Raven as a spiritual goth girl, with her fighting when she needs to. And you doing Starfire as an alien like in the original Teen Titans soap, but with her being wiser and more experienced like in the DC animated movie universe. And with them also having a better relationship with Amanda Waller and the government. And being able to deal with her better because of Nightwing not being Batman and because of them being more unpredictable than the Justice League. And you should do Brother Eternity as another supervillain and different than Brother Blood. You shouldn't just do Brother Blood all over again. That was one of the problems with the original series. You just did the Teen Titans stories all over again. Instead of saying that was a cheap knockoff of Starro, you should do it actually being Starro. With Brother Eternity worshipping the alien entity and actually trying to take people off of the planet because he thinks it's so bad, and with him being a public person. While the Tamaranian would just hate humans and want to get rid of them because of him thinking Tamaranians are superior. They also wouldn't have problems with the government because of the original superhero things that the Justice League did. And the Teen Titans do better with interacting with the people, and they deal with more real world problems in their superhero careers. And because of them being friends, they're not being paranoid of each other, and them working together than the original Justice League members. Batman has said that Nightwing is a better person than him, and he is a good leader. Because Nightwing isn't as scarred as him, and him still being able to have fun. Then we'd also see good things happening to the other Teen Titans member after them getting their happy endings in the end. You would see Arsenal reunite with his daughter and then staying together this time with her being alive and a teenager now. With even her mother acknowledging her being better off with him. And with him still trying to make things work with her mother. Then him still having a family life other than his superhero life, and his daughter being a superhero with him. And them doing it so she won't die this time, and they should really put this into the comic books. So him staying with his happy ending. Then Wally West and the world should get revenge for Brown's death. Then we'd see Nightwing and Starfire get their happy endings in the end, and with them having kids together. With them having their son John, who would have the same powers as his mother and the same skills as his Baba, and would become a superhero like them. And with Nightwing and Starfire staying together, and with him giving them hope like how Robin gives hope to Batman. And with him getting his happy ending in the end too. With his sister Nightstar, who would have the same things from her parents and them taking up their mantles.
Please, must this really be our future? Is there nothing I can do to change it?
I'm sorry, Star. There isn't time.
Whoa! Star.
What happened?
History said it disappeared. But history was wrong. Then Nightwing handed me the clock, and I entered the vortex.
Guess you were right about all that Wreck-Ma stuff.
I don't want us to drift apart. Does it all have to happen? Isn't there anything we can...
Our friendship has already changed Warp's past. I believe it can also change our future.
So, is it too late to do this Festival of Friendship thing?
Oh, it's never too late!
Happy Blorthog!
I thought it was Blorthog.
Okay, I feel like a wind chime.
So, Nightwing, huh?
This would be good for an Elseworld animated movie, for a definitive death of the Justice League, and to see a good future for the DC superheroes and what would happen if they aged in real time. What would happen if them going up over the years? What would happen if them getting their happy endings in the end? And as seeing the Teen Titans take up the mantle of their mentors, and it would be good if some of these things make it into the comic books,